But it's the whole question of it being able to, it's almost like a tag team is basically what it is. There is a relay that will be passed, but amidst the traffic and amidst the movement on the course. So no stopping or going down to the bottom and tagging somebody. It's all happening. And as you'll see, the riders will mainly stay, the riders that are actively in the race will stay below the blue line, which we call the stayers line. And the athletes that are not participating in that moment or sprint or whatever will stay above the blue line, hence the name the stayers line. Well, I'll keep you posted as we go through the works here and the mechanics of it all, and we'll explain it as we go. Alors, on se prépare pour le Madison, toujours très intéressant comme course. On aura des équipes de 2 qui se donneront littéralement le relais. Le relais se fera le plus près possible de cette ligne bleue. Lorsqu'une athlète est en course, l'athlète se tient en général sous la ligne bleue. Et la ligne du Madison, c'est la ligne bleue, ou le stayers line, comme on l'appelle en anglais. Les athlètes qui ne sont pas en course doivent se tenir en haut de cette ligne bleue et attendre le relais ou la passation de leur coéquipière. So there we are. Getting ready to go. On se prépare à partir. Il y a des sprints pour des points à tous les 10 tours avec une finale où les points sont doublés. C'est un total de 60 tours, 15 km. So we have 2 teams from BC, 2 teams from Quebec, 1 team from Canada, 1 team from Alberta, and 1 team from NCCH running in this junior women's Madison final. So we're going to have in this race, starting at the blue band, Cycling BC 2. And we'll have, it looks like our red, yep, oh, there we go. So Cycling BC 2, Annabella Stoll-Dansereau, Elizabeth Ginn, Cannondale will be Lily Uch-Falusi and Caitlin Wallen. Team Alberta will be Samantha Hargraves and Nairi Bearcloth. We'll also have Équipe du Québec 2, Iris Gabellier, Coralie Levesque. Équipe Québec 1, Lily Plante, Adèle Desgagnés, NCCH, Victoria Slater, and Nicole Bradbury. And Cycling BC 1, Casey Garrison and Sarah Van Dam. Once the pistol fires, the race is on. La course débute avec le coup de pistolet. C'est parti, mademoiselle. We are off, ladies. So you'll see their teammates should stay above the blue line if they're not taking a relay right away. Hence the name, the stairs line, as we said. Athletes will come down here. Probably be doing it, especially in these younger age categories. They only get to do this maybe once a year. You'll see them taking very short relays at first, and once they get into the mix of things, it's getting used to it. They've tried the technique of passing the relay during the training sessions, but now this is racing. It's a whole other story. All the athletes in waiting above that stairs line, the blue line. In this race, you can imagine when there's many teams and get a bit chaotic at times. And you see the World Cups where there's more than 10 teams out there. That's 20 riders vying for a spot, trying to slip down to get a relay with their teammate. Staying out of trouble also. So 55 laps to go, 55 tours à faire, and you also, after you've passed on that relay, you got to really check around left and right, make sure that you can mosey your way on up slowly over the stairs line. And as I said, when there's a lot of teams out there, it becomes a difficult task. Need a very, very sharp reflexes and a very good attention span here. Oh, leading out right there is our team with the number 16 in the red. That's Elizabeth Gin. I wonder if that's not Annabella, though. I think they may have inverted their numbers there. So one rider has a black number, one rider has the red number. $52 laps to go, alors que maintenant, on a pour la formation Québec 1, Adèle Desgagnés en tête. On approche le premier sprint intermédiaire. We're coming close to the first intermediate sprint. And another thing also is to time that transition so you get fresh legs coming into the sprint with 1 lap to go. Est-ce que Desgagnés va y aller pour le sprint? Ou est-ce que sa coéquipière prendra le relais? Et oui, c'est Lily Plante. So Lily Plante there with 1:25 to go for the sprint. Beautiful transition by Québec 1 as they're going to go pick up those points on a very smart move. Alors, une belle transition là pour l'équipe du Québec sur ce premier sprint intermédiaire Desgagnés qui à 125 mètres de la ligne a passé la position à Lily Plante. So that's the way to do it right there. So we'll follow these points the minute that they are registered on the board. 5 points, 5 points pour l'équipe du Québec 1. 3 pour Team Alberta. Cycling BC 2-2. Cycling BC 2, 1 point, 1 point. On a vu Lily Plante qui avait un large sourire alors qu'elle et Adèle n'ont pas réussi à se prendre la main au moment opportun ou choisi. Ça a pris quelques coups de pédale de plus. It took a couple of more pedal strokes there for Lily Plante and Adèle Desgagnés to make the transition. Lily had a big smile on her face, kind of grinning at that one there, but it was not a sprint lap, so that's good for them. 46 laps to go for our leaders as they come around bend number 4. There's Team Cycling BC 2, Quebec 1, Alberta also there at Mary Bearcloth with the azure or teal-colored helmet. 45 tours à faire, 45 laps to go. Lily Plante, Mary Bearcloth in the lead, and now BC 1 and 2 are going to make a move for it now. BC 1 et 2 qui accélèrent. We're 4 laps away from our next intermediate sprint. Things are starting to spread out as Alberta and BC are putting on the heat here. That's Cycling BC 1. now being followed by Alberta. Cycling BC 2 is also there. Le Québec 1. Canadiens is also involved in the mix there. Well, things are breaking up as we come close to the second intermediate sprint. There is a sprint for points on the next lap. Sprint pour des points au prochain tour. There goes Bearclaw, followed by Desgagnés. And unfortunately, for BC1, tired legs. They may have gone a bit too early. Here comes BC2. And it's going to be Alberta picking up 5 here. Quebec 3-3. BC2 will be picking up 2 points, and I think it was Canada that picked up that 1 point. We'll see in a moment once the results are posted on our board. Team Alberta 5, 5. Équipe du Québec 1, 3 points, 3 points. Cycling BC 2, 2 points, 2 points. Canadiens 1 point, 1 point. After 2 intermediate sprints with less than 40 laps to go, it is 8 points, 8 points for Équipe du Québec 1 and Team Alberta. Cycling BC 2 has 3 points, 3 points. Cycling BC 1, 2 points, 2 points. And Canadiens 1 point, 1 point. Desgagnés taking off here for Équipe du Québec 1. Cycling BC 2 is on their heels. Équipe du Québec 1 right there. They have been lapped, so they're 20 points down. And is cycling at BC 1, Alberta, Canadiens, and NCCH in that order. Trente-cinq tours, 35 laps to go. We're 3 laps away from our next sprint, à 3 tours de notre prochain sprint. Et là, c'est l'équipe du Québec qui décolle avec Lily Plante en tête de groupe. Cycling BC2 and Alberta chasing. They are going to transition very long here, or not very long. Yes, words getting confused there. Taking a long pull though is Lily Plante for Québec 1. Là, on repose un peu la sprinteuse Desgagnés, elle qui va descendre ici. Et le transfert est fait as we're coming up to our next sprint. They're going to give Desgagnés some room to maneuver. Sprint on the next lap. Sprint au prochain tour. Will these ladies take it to the finale? It's going to be the case because they're not going to be changing in this last 125 meters. And it's going to be Desgagnés. Donc Desgagnés réussira à résister à cette attaque de Hargreaves, mais ce sera 5 points pour le Québec 1. So some very smart and strategic racing by these young ladies today. And you can see there how Quebec and Alberta now have completely exploded the field here. So it's Quebec and Alberta leading, chased by BC1 and NCCCH. So Équipe du Québec 1, 5.5 points. Team Alberta 3 points. Cycling BC 2 points, 2 points. NCCH Elite picking up right there 1 point, 1 point. Our new tally, notre nouveau total après le 3e sprint intermédiaire, after the 3rd intermediate sprint. Équipe du Québec 1, 13 points, 13 points. Team Alberta 11 points, 11 points. Cycling BC 2, 5 points, 5 points. Cycling BC 1, 2. Cannondale and NCCH Elite 1-1. So a slight respite there after picking up those points by Quebec and Alberta, bringing BC2 back into the mix now. The team of Gin and of not Stoll Dansereau, I'm sorry. So it's Gin and Stoll Dansereau. Uchfalusi is with Wallen on the Cannondale yellow jersey team. A three-up battle now at the front. 25 laps to go, 25 tours à faire. 25 to go, Québec 1, BC 2, and Alberta. Well, this slight respite or tapering by our top three teams is letting the other teams come back at the rear. NCCH, BC1 are closing in now, but there is Alberta stepping things up as our leaders are going to see as they come around bend number 4. 22 laps to go. 2 laps from the sprint. À 2 tours du sprint. À 2 tours du sprint. 2 laps from the sprint. Still the top of three teams together here, and this acceleration, sprint for points on the next lap, sprint pour des points au prochain tour. This acceleration has put the BC1 and NCCH back into a spot of bother. Plante qui va tenter de passer par-dessus Nary Bear Claw. Not a lot of room. It's going to be shoulder to shoulder here, and it's going to be Quebec 1 that's going to squeak through with Lady Plante, followed by Alberta and BC2. So there are our points. Équipe du Québec 1, 5 points, 5 points. Team Alberta, 3 points, 3 points. Cycling BC 2, 2 points, 2 points. Équipe du Québec 2, 1 point, 1 point. And our tally now, notre tableau en ce moment, Équipe du Québec 1, 18 points, 18 points. Team Alberta, 14 points, 14 points. Cycling BC 2, 7 points, 7 points. BC 1, 2 points, 2 points, and with 1 point each, Cannondale and NCCH Elite. Coming down to our final kilometers of this race, 4 kilometers to be precise, 16 laps to go as the leaders will come around. Size tour, 4 km, 4 kilometers, 16 laps. And now it's a 2-up battle between Alberta and Quebec 1. BC 2 still not throwing the towel in yet. BC 1 is right there at them. So is Cannondale and NCCH. 15 to go, 15 tours. 12 laps to go, 12 tours. As we're 2 away from our next intermediate sprint, and the bunch is all back together now, 6 teams out of 7. A sprint for points on the next lap, un sprint pour des points au prochain tour. And there we are once again, things unfolding as we are looking at 9 laps to go, 9 tours à faire. $5 points, 5 points for l'équipe du Québec 1. 3 points, 3 points for Team Alberta. 2 points, 2 points for BC1. 1 point, 1 point for Cannondale. Our new tally, 23 for équipe du Québec 1, 23 points. Team Alberta 17, 17. Cycling BC 2, 7, 7. BC 1, 4, 4. Cannondale 2, 2. And NCCH 1 point, 1 point. We now have for our leaders coming around the bend here. 7 laps to go, 7 tours à faire within our last 2 kilometers. Dans les derniers 2 kilomètres. Cinq tours à faire, 5 laps to go. Plante coming down, dégagné à Kies. Et voilà, c'est parti pour Lily. Et ce sera la même chose du côté de l'Alberta. Same thing for Alberta. And we will go from Neri to this is Hargraves as they move into second place here. So it's now a very close race between these 2 teams of Quebec 1 and Alberta. Samantha Hargraves on track right now for them, and for Quebec 1, Lily Plante. We're coming down to 3 laps to go, 3 tours à faire. It's going to be a battle. We double up the points on the finish. On double les points au final. Still in striking distance is Alberta. Well, Alberta has to hope that Quebec falters and doesn't finish second here if this is going to be the case at the final sprint. And there goes Desgagnés qui met déjà la pression sur l'Alberta. Un dernier tour, 1 lap to go. Desgagnés pour le Québec. Bearclaw for Alberta, 1 lap to go. It's 10 points for first, 6 for second, 10 pour la première place, 6 pour la deuxième. Et ça va se terminer ici au sprint. It's going to be for Alberta picking up 10 points. And we should have 6 for Quebec. So that total should be 29. 29 pour Québec et 27 pour Alberta, 27 for Alberta. But we'll let the officials rule on that one. If they saw something during the race that could change the outcome. But unofficially, I think, non-officiellement, je crois que Québec 1 l'emporte. Québec 1 should win this one. Félicitations, mesdames. Great racing, ladies, once again. Thank you for a wonderful weekend, and we wish you all the best for the end of this season. Félicitations, mesdemoiselles. Quelle belle fin de semaine de course. On vous souhaite la meilleure des chances au cours de cette saison de route qui s'amorce. So, yep, unofficially right up there on the board. Équipe du Québec, 29 points, 29 points. They are the winners. Ce sont les championnes. Team Alberta, 27, 27. Cycling BC, 1 in third place avec 8 points, with 8 points au troisième rang. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to proceed with our junior women's Madison podium. Mesdames et messieurs, nous allons maintenant procéder avec notre podium chez les juniors femmes pour la course Madison. The awards will be presented by, les médailles seront présentées par le directeur exécutif de Cyclisme Canada, presented by the Executive Director of Cycling Canada, Mr. Matt Jeffries. Au premier rang, vos gagnantes. In first place, your winners, Équipe du Québec 1. Lily Plante et Adèle Desgagnés. Mesdames et messieurs, vos championnes 2019, ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Canadian champions, Équipe du Québec 1. In the second place, au deuxième rang, Team Alberta. Neri Bearcloth and Samantha Hargraves. In the third place, au troisième rang, Cycling BC 1. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Canadian Track Championship podium. Mesdames et messieurs, votre podium des championnats nationaux de piste 2019.